I would like to take three examples, right, in three different types of businesses, three different types also of organization in China. First one is related to what we call small kitchen appliance, and mostly for US market and for the brand of Walmart, right? It is a company, and we achieved the results within 3 years. Company size, 18,000 people, 8 factories at the beginning. And what we achieved after 3 years is absolutely unbelievable. We doubled the output, so that means double the sales with the same number of people, with 1 factory less, which is absolutely unbelievable again. But and reaching some results also, like reducing significantly the lead time on the market, for example, from 22 days to 7 to 10 days, depending on the product, reducing overall inventory. So that means moving, for example, to give you some examples and data, to move from 3.3 inventory turn, so that means the number of turns inventory is turning, up to 16. All of that are fabulous results. What I would like to do, and this is a private company, what I would like to tell you is more the reason of the success, right? Reason of the success is not due to the good work of the consultant, but mostly by high involvement of the people. So that means 18,000 people all involved in the continuous improvement process, and very high involvement and commitment from the top management, right? Which is one of the important steps to be successful. Second example is coming also from a private company in China. The size 10,000 people. The business is what called process industry. So that means in this case for food, producing MSG like monosodium glutamate. This company was facing the challenge was to increase the output without increasing the assets. They don't want to invest anymore in new buildings, new machines, etc., etc. And what we improved the overall yield of the process by 8%. Just to give you a much more precise number, right? The results was to produce, instead of producing 1,200 tons of MSG per day, moving up to 1,300 tons, which is 100 tons of finished goods every day. In addition, is something great, right? We were also working on this company by reducing variations in the different steps of the process, and mostly working on the one step, which is the critical steps of the process, which is the fermentation steps. And this step has been increased the yield of this process, right? Because they are starting from corn and after that moving to starch and going through a fermentation process, etc., etc. The yield of this operation fermentation has been increased from 62 to 69%, which is 7 points more, which is also a huge thing, right? Why did we achieve such results? The same, involvement of the people. Most important are always involvement of all the people in all the organization, right? It's absolutely normal because in 10,000 brains, there is more ideas compared to only a couple of brains. The last one is completely different because coming from what you call a state-owned company in China and covering the sector of heavy industry. Heavy industry means, in this case, working on the high-speed train in China, which is brand new. We started in 2010, and in 2014, we achieved also unexpected results. Target was to move from 1.5 train per month to 4.5 trains per month. But we have to compare April and April. It was to move from 1.5 train, each train with 12 cars, right? And to 4.5 trains, each train with 6 cars, right? So we have to talk about cars. And what we achieve is far away from expectation, right? So we achieve 11 trains per month. 11 trains still with 6 cars, so that means moving from 18 cars per month to 66 cars per month. It was helping greatly MOR, Ministry of Railway in China, to increase the speed of the deployment of the high-speed train in China. Then after that, also saving a lot of things in the company, such as inventory, and very significant number, right? We moved down inventory from 965 million US dollar down to 646, which is very important for the cash flow of the company. Reduced drastically manufacturing lead time from 156 days to 101 days, which is also providing a competitive advantage for this company to get new business, right? The size of the company was a similar size, right? 17,000 people. We increased productivity by 48%. And most importantly, we also integrated the design phase of the train. And now they are able to design a new train, to produce a new train, and to send, right, to ship the new train within 12 months, 12 to 13 months. Previously, it was 2 years to 2.5 years. An important criteria for the company is to be more competitive on the market. Right? And of course, if we are analyzing on the cost point of view, to be more productive means less cost, right? So that means to have also another competitive advantage on the market, on domestic market in China as well as international market.